In this session, you will learn about coordinate geometry. The objective of this session is to make you learn about distance formula, section formula, and area of a triangle. Before starting the session, let us recollect few concepts that we have learned in earlier classes. Now let's know what do we mean by the term coordinate geometry, and how it came into existence. Coordinate geometry is a system of geometry, where the position of points on the plane is described using an ordered pair of numbers. For example, ordered pair of x, y. The 17th century mathematician René Descartes one day noticed the movement of an insect near a corner of the ceiling, and began to think of determining the position of a given point in a plane. His system of fixing a point with the help of two measurements, vertical and horizontal, came to be known as Cartesian system. Let's understand what a coordinates is. To understand this, consider the grid on the right. The columns of the grid are numbered 1, 2, 3, etc. The rows are lettered A, B, C, etc. We can see that the car is in box C4, that is in C row, 4th column. C and 4 are called the coordinates of the box. Coordinate has two parts, the row and the column. Let us see another example. Consider a scenario where along with your friend, you went to a movie. You got two tickets numbered A2 and A3. The seating arrangement in the theater is given in the following picture. How do you find the seats allocated to you? You need to know two numbers, the row number and the seat number. This is also the basic method for fixing a point in a plane. Here allocated seats in the theater are A2 and A3. How do you locate your seat? This is row number. This is A2 seat. This is A3 seat. Let us now learn in detail about the coordinate plane. X dash is called x-axis. Y dash is called y-axis. Intersection point of x-axis and y-axis is called origin. Origin always intersect at x equals 0 and y equals 0. So origin's ordered pair is O, 0, 0. The values of x on the line, OX, are positive. The values of x on the line, OX dash, are negative. The values of y on the line, OY, are positive. The values of y on the line, OY dash, are negative. The pair of lines x dash OX and y dash OY divides the plane into 4 regions. Each region is called a quadrant. Here XOY is called first quadrant. X dash OY is called second quadrant. X dash OY dash is called third quadrant. XOY dash is called fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, X values and Y values are both positive. In second quadrant, X values are negative, and Y values are positive. In third quadrant, X values and Y values are both negative. In fourth quadrant, X values are positive, and Y values are negative. Let's summarize on coordinate plane. Here coordinate plane is formed with intersection of the lines XOX dash and YOY dash. Intersection point is O, 0, 0, is called the origin. Positive x values lies on OX, and negative x values lies on OX dash. Positive y values lies on OY, and negative y values lies on OY dash. On the coordinate plane x and y values will differ in each quadrant. Now we shall say, plotting point on plane. Locate the point, 2, 1, in the coordinate plane. Here x value is 2, and y value is 1. As both are positive, they lie in the first quadrant plane. The distance of a point from the y-axis is called its x-coordinate, or abscissa, measured along with x-axis. The distance of a point from the x-axis is called its y-coordinate, or ordinate, measured along with y-axis. Let's check our understanding. 1, 0, lies in which quadrant? The point doesn't lie in any quadrant. It lies on x-axis. 0, minus 1, lies in which quadrant? The point doesn't lie in any quadrant. It lies on y-axis. 2, 1, -1, -2, lies in which quadrant? Point 2, 1, lies in first quadrant, and point -1, -2, lies in third quadrant. Let's take an equation, x minus y minus 1 equals 0. It is a linear equation in two variables x and y. X minus y minus 1 equals 0. Equation is similar to straight line, ax plus by plus c equals 0. Given, x minus y minus 1 equals 0, can be written as y equals x minus 1. If x equals 0, then y equals 0 minus 1. Therefore y equals minus 1. If x equals 1, then y equals 1 minus 1. Therefore y equals 0. If x equals 2, then y equals 2 minus 1. Therefore y equals 1. If x equals minus 1, then y equals minus 1 minus 1. Therefore y equals minus 2. If x equals minus 2, then y equals minus 2 minus 1. Therefore y equals minus 3. The values of x and y are 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 2, and minus 2, minus 3. Now plot these points in the coordinate plane. X minus y minus 1 is a straight line, which is one type of geometric figure, and it is passing through 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 2, and minus 2, minus 3. By extending the graph, we can find all x-y values which lie on the line. Let's see another example. Consider another equation, y equals x square. Here above equation has one specific shape. Let's assume, if x equals 1, then y equals 1 square, that equal to 1. If x equals 2, then y equals 2 square, that equal to 4. If x equals minus 1, then y equals minus 1 whole square, that equal to 1. If x equals minus 2, then y equals minus 2 whole square, that equal to 4. The x and y values are 1, 1, 2, 4, minus 1, 1, and minus 2, 4. Using x and y values now, we plot them on a graph, then we will get a geometric figure called parabola. Uses of coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry has been developed as an algebraic tool for studying geometry of figures. It helps us to study geometry using algebra, and understand algebra with the help of geometry. Because of this, coordinate geometry is widely applied in various fields such as physics, engineering, navigation, etc.